Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very cool creations. Now, the audio might sound a little bit different on this video. I'm using a different headset as my main one that I use has died. I do have another one on order. So if the audio is a little bit low or doesn't sound quite the same, it's that is the reason why. So the very first creation here today is the Pathfinder by Dadrick. And this is a very cool looking ship, I gotta say. I love this front end setup over here with the wedge angles and this kind of flare out right over here with like some block wing pieces and things like that. Looks very cool. This I do believe is a starter type creation here. I will look at that, make sure that that is the case, but I think it is. It looks like a starter ship. It looks like it would be pretty roomy on the inside. It has a landing pad up on the top as well. Again, really cool block work and the color scheme. I love this white stripe going across the front here too. Kind of breaks up the blue area. Also got the grays in here. Some turrets, nice looking thruster housings on the side. I'm not sure if some of this is upgradable or not. We'll have to see on the interior of the ship what's going on. I like this wing piece back over here too, or well, I wouldn't say this block wing piece over here. You can't actually put wing parts in on CVs in the game. Doesn't let you use those pieces. But really cool looking ship here. Nice profile. This is a nice feature too, using some blocks so you can kind of indent it, and then it has this section that kind of sticks out in between the two, the top and bottom, which kind of makes it look like a bit of like armor plating on the top or bottom of the area. It looks really cool, and kind of got a almost like a SV like cockpit design, but of course it's CV and it's all individual blocks and not a specific SV design. Anyway, let's get aboard here and see what is going on. I'm going to adjust the lighting real quick. Let's try to find something in the middle there. Very nice. Nice looking hangar as soon as you get in. Looks like it's got some functionality right close by here. So we're running a Reforged Eden shield. So this is that would kind of lock this into being a Reforged Eden specific creation, which I wouldn't doubt. Most creations that I see are typically Reforged Eden at this point. Um, so we got a warp drive built in over here. That looks really cool the way that's set up. Kind of laid sideways. I like how these the magenta texture lights on the part kind of ring through to the inside of the hangar here. We have a advanced constructor storage bay over here. Looks like a 320K on that side and on this side. Looks like we got a nice computer console or whatnot over there. Some cargo boxes. Very cool. Straightforward design. Looks like you get in, and I bet you this is going to be an elevator, and it'll probably go through to another room as well. So let's go forward here. So it looks like a front boarding ramp, and next to a shower, your med bay, armor locker, O2. Got the detector right up front over here, and that's all set up on yeah, nice setup there. So you can come right onto the ship from the bottom side or the front side of the ship. Yeah, go up the elevator here. So it looks like this goes straight up to the top. And in here, it looks like we've got a crew room, a couple bunk beds, and a locker over there. And food processor and fridge. Looks like a eating area right there. Wi-Fi. And then we're right up into the bridge. A couple passenger seats. Looks like we got a CPU core block in the area here and our main core as well. So I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this can be a starter ship. It kind of looks like it. Didn't look like it had any expensive parts on it. All the thrusters were pretty small. Didn't have any elaborate weaponry or anything like that. So, and this goes right up to the landing pad on the top. So really straightforward design. Easy to navigate, easy to get around in. Very cool. Very cool. Let's take a look at some numbers here. So unlock level 12, yeah, definitely a starter. Size class 1, 71 forward, 24 strafing, 71 lift, 47 reverse, 47 down. 6 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks, 4 hour and 14-minute build time. Running 4 minigun turrets on here. Not requiring any rare resources whatsoever, just basically the minimum type of resources you would need for a working CV. CPU wise, oh, that's very nice too. So it's using one basic CPU core plus the main core. So it's essentially a Core 2 in Reforged Eden standards with about 50,000 CPU left over in case you wanted to upgrade things. It does have a shield on it as well, 2400 on the shield for the hit points. Do have a P menu option of hanger hold open. So, oh, I seen something changed in the right over here. Yeah, okay, so it just basically made that door stay open with the lights on. Very cool there. Storage wise, so we got an ammo box at 14K. We got two controllers, it looks like, at 320K. I think we've seen those going through here. And beyond that, it looks like some boxes and other utility items there. So it's a nice setup for a starter CV for sure. You can move other creations around with you on both the landing pad and the hangar. Got about 640K of total storage. This may be able to work, well, except for that shield, I would say it would just about be able to work in vanilla as well. A lot of times, starter CVs will translate pretty good between Reforged Eden and vanilla. It's just you gotta certain parts like vanilla has only a full size shield and does not have the smaller shield part that Reforged Eden has in it. But yeah, very, very nice. And then it looks like you pretty much got like drone defense and things like that. I didn't really see anything necessarily with upgrading, but it certainly looks like you could. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I was kind of wondering if you could dump in like another thruster in the middle there or not, but it looks like that's got actually a lift thruster right below that area, which would probably prevent that. But yeah, just right to the point. Nice looking starter CV. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Again, this is the Pathfinder by Dadrick. Very cool. So next creation here, this is the VCX 35, or I'm sorry, 350B by Barefoot and Hillbilly. And this is another Star Wars creation. This one is a SV. And yeah, that looks really, really nice. I love the texture work on here with the multiple different types of textures, kind of giving it that rough look, but still pretty clean, sort of. I don't know. It looks realistic, I would say. I love all this thin block work on the surface as well. All kinds of things in here to give it some contrast and definition. Well, that's a cool opening hatch here. I like the use of the kind of round, half round blocks above that. And then, of course, some other color accents in here, too. Just in some cases, I guess it's all in a formation, but yeah, it really works out for that Star Wars type of thing. And some interesting blocks over here as well. Kind of like almost like a dish kind of thing or some kind of Star Wars type of uh, gun. No, I would say it's more of a dish. Oh yeah, we got the other one on the other side over here. More of the square, built differently, basically. And looks like quad Gatling guns up here too. Nice looking launchers on the side. Yeah, it looks cool. It looks like they could aim down and aim up as a whole unit. Let's get on that. I like these cut-ins going through the hall here too, where it's kind of indented, half block space around those two locations there. Oh, and we got another door that comes down in the top over here as well. That's kind of interesting too. It's kind of just cut out, a couple blocks in the middle there. Pretty cool look. It's just it's amazing what actually will look good with voxel blocks. Um, Different things, especially you look at it from a little bit of a distance and you get that body definition in there. And then this really cool setup back over here. I gotta say I love this thruster design over here. This is it's unique, super detailed. I love this front section here, and it's got multiple layers going into it. Kind of like one round ring, second round ring, and then like an outer, more of a steel type of hull or ring around there, and some cut-ins on that as well. Definitely nailing the Star Wars type of look here. This that looks great. And you got three of these as well, which is kind of an unusual setup for a ship using Empyrion. But that looks really cool. Oh, I like the backside of the thrusters too. That extra kind of thin block with the round cap on there kind of really makes it look a little bit different as well. Cool looking. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a wing, but it's attachment, a thruster mount setup here. So on the bottom side here, looks like we do have a couple more guns and our landing gear, and still a lot of things going over the hull of the ship here, thin blocks and whatnot, giving it some interesting looking patterns and close up depth. Little light over there. Of course, we got a boarding ramp right on the front there too. Yeah, very nice looking ship. That looks really cool. Again, the whole thing together with the way it's kind of a wide body in here, but it's got that really cool looking thruster housing. Everything everything's working here very nicely. Like that kind of profile bridge too. It almost looks like a CV the way it's set up because it's only one block row high in your visible glass. But I think that's going to work with the type of chairs that's in there, so you can kind of see right through that area when you're sitting in a seat. I do believe that's how it would work. All right, so I'm going to adjust the lighting here a little bit, and let's get aboard and see what's going on the inside here. So yes, oh, we got some wood grain in here. That looks nice. It's clean. Kind of looks fairly elegant actually on the inside here. At least when you first walk in with the wood grain trim, like the hexagon hallway openings. And we got a trauma station and cargo boxes and an armor locker as soon as you walk in. Very cool. Now let's go this way first. So it looks like we got a couple generators embedded in there. They look like no 1x3 generators again. So I would say that is the RE or reforged generators. And wow, okay, so we got a whole like side room over here. I'm gonna go a little darker with the lighting yet. I think I got this a little too bright yet. Yeah, let's get it something like that. You can really see the lights. So over here, it looks like we've got a couple big cargo boxes and a bunch of other model cargo boxes. Oh, I like a couple fridges standing on top of some boxes over there. That's cool. Looks like it's kind of just placed there by hand, except for probably the big boxes. I got a constructor kind of built into the wall right over there. And what's behind this area here? Oh, thruster access port. Oh, very cool. So yeah, I can get in and fix your thrusters from the inside if you want. Close you back up, baby. Close. Oh, I can't see my cursor. Here, tell you what. Here, I'm gonna just walk around and wait. I think I'm stuck in the floor. There we go. I'm gonna walk around in here out of God mode. I think make a lot of sense. I know there's been some comments saying I should do that too. It just on big ships and things, it takes longer to get around, so it'll just make the video longer. So it's kind of why I don't. But it is nice to see it with the perspective of being in first person, walking around like you would be in the game as well. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is cool over here. I love that LCD on the side. We got our hyperdrive right over there. Cool looking LCD in the front there as well. So this is kind of like it's just a passenger seat. It's not a pilot seat over here, but yeah, that looks cool. Its own embedded room. We got Wi-Fi up top, detector there as well. Again, cool looking hallway. I like that small engineering sign over there. Yeah, a lot of character in here. And this, I imagine, is going to go out. This is like an airlock going to the outside on this side over here. And what do we got in this room? Oh, look at that. We got like this kind of crane that looks like it's designed to drop cargo out through the bottom loading door there. I'm gonna try to sneak around to this side over here. We got some more generators right in that section. The cargo lift room. Yep. That's what it would be. Cargo lift. Very cool. Like the idea there. So this is asymmetrical on the inside here too. There's some yeah, quite a bit different on this side. Oh, I love this. That looks classy. That's cool. I love this this table with the fridges up there and that like fridge rack and the of course the four chairs. I like the texturing used on that table as well. The wood grain on the top and the choice of texture for like the side of the tabletop. Very nice. This looks interesting too. So this is like a bunch of crew rooms here, it looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, very cool. So you got a bed in the corner, place to sit. Looks like a storage controller of, excuse me, of some origin in there, and that cool looking table with the glass top on it. It's got its own ventilator. Oh, that's neat. That is really cool. Nice compact like crew room kind of stuff you can pull off on SVs, which is really cool. And so we got another crew room right over here, and again another storage controller. So each of the crew members have their own storage. It looks like another crew room here. Yep. And this is probably thruster access. Yep. And what's behind this one over here? Ah, looks like kind of an upgrade area, maybe for some CPU cores, I'm guessing. Yeah, it would make a lot of sense there if you wanted to upgrade the ship a little bit more. We have a bridge. Oh, I like how this is done too with the sign again, the round door, the wood grain in the mix here. Well, that's a cool looking bridge as well. So a couple passenger seats back over there and a couple pilot seats. Nice looking. I like how the this LCD is mixed in with the all the texture lights over here. Kind of adds like more of a console kind of thing going around the area. That looks really cool, and I bet you if you sit in a seat too, yep, you'll see right through the middle of the glass, which is going to give you pretty good visibility as well when you're piloting this, considering it only has like 1 block tall glass here, which I think looks really cool. It makes the ship look bigger. And that's yeah, one of the things with the SVs is a lot of times if you're it's hard to make them look a little bigger because if you're using like a prefab cockpit or building your own out and you had multiple levels of glass, it kind of makes them look a little smaller. Um, well, this one does not. I like that interesting block work here on the side of the walk or the ramp coming up to this area as well. Oh, check this out. Oh, that looks really cool. Love the angled LCD in there. I think there's a piece of glass there too. I'll turn on the light a second. Oh yeah. So it's kind of over glass piece. That looks really cool. A couple more seats over here for crew members operating certain controls and whatnot. Yeah, again, the mixing in with all these texture lights in here too. It just kind of having the LCDs and the texture lights in the same location kind of make it all blend together as like one big I don't know, console with a lot of electronics and things in it. Looks really cool that way. Like the all the walls in here as well. So we've been down there already. So what do we got in this center area? Looks like we got a hatch. Oh, this is one of the hatches going to the top area of the ship. But I dare say I think that's the all of the interior. Let me head back this way a little bit, make sure I didn't miss anything back over here. I think, yeah, we already been in here. I like the asymmetrical interior too, or a lot of it is set up that way. Yeah, you can just kind of walk through all the corridors and hallways. I didn't look behind all these doors here yet. Oh, okay, so this is actually CPU upgrade areas. So areas for quantum cores, quite a few of them right there. And this is the other like airlock hatch off the other side. And of course, you got to have your Reforge Eden food processor as well. Yeah, makes sense. Right over here by the fridges, where the crew would be eating, right next to the crew quarters as well. So the layout in the ship really makes a lot of sense. And then airlock going out. Yeah, very cool. Here, I'm gonna get back into God mode. We'll turn on the lights and take a look at some numbers here. Very nice looking SV though. Really fits the bill for Star Wars. It's probably I don't know if this is necessarily a replica. It may or may not be. It's hard to say. So many different Star Wars ships. I certainly haven't seen them all. So starting here, we are size class 6, 47 forward, 24 strafing, 63 lift, 38 reverse, and 24 down. We've got basically drone protection type of weaponry on here. So 4 Gatling cannons, 4 minigun turrets, and a detector. 27 fuel tanks, 15 oxygen tanks, so it can go for a long time on a fill up. 10-hour and 12-minute build time. Uses just a smidgen of estrium and zirconium. CPU wise, yeah, Core 9 setup on here, stock. So yeah, just a little bit below 60,000 CPU. Very cool there as well. Let's take a look at your storage. So we've got, looks like two, oh, I'm looking at the wrong ship. I'm sorry about that. Let's get to this one. We got an ammo controller at 6750. Looks like we've got 5 container controllers here. So this one's just about 10K. This one's pretty small. These are probably, there's some in the crew rooms, and I wouldn't doubt there are smaller ones there. This one's 8, a little over 8K. That's the smaller ones. I would just guess that are for the 3 crew rooms. So yeah, there's 3 of them at 594. Would make a lot of sense there. And then you got the 2 larger controllers at like pretty close to 10K and 8K. So about 18K of storage, unless I'm missing more. And a lot of boxes, a lot of other boxes and things. You've seen that one whole side room with just a lot of that kind of thing in it. So a lot, just if you wanted to label all these and organize stuff, you could really do that quite well. I dare say. One last thing, I just want to take a look at the main options here. So we do have a shield at 670, and doesn't look like any P menu options on here. So yeah, very nice, very nice. Definitely like it. The author has really been building a lot of Star Wars creations, a whole fleet of Star Wars ships, and it's really, really cool to see. I like the whole theme, the color scheme, the evolved texturing that has taken place on these, just using multiple different like base texturing surfaces. I mean, you can see this texture here and the kind of the rusty metal and this alternative metal, and they just kind of all mixed together to give it that randomness. And that looks really, really cool, I think, too. A lot of surface detail going on because of it. Imagine if this was just all painted flat, it wouldn't have the same luster, wouldn't look near as Star Wars like. So yeah, again, very, very cool. This is the VCX 350B by Barefoot and Hillbilly. Very nice SV. All right, so the next creation here, this is something way different here. This is the Hover Frigate by 11265 KRB. So this is a HV, like clipper kind of ship here, like old school sailing ship. And wow, this thing has got loads of detail going on here. Look at all this fine detail. Interesting with these side Gatling guns over here. They would be like cannon emplacements on an actual ship. Um, oh, that's cool. So you got this big broadsiding minigun set up here. And I gotta say, look at what's going on with all of this over here with making up all this like rope going up these really cool uh, sails. Wow, that is neat. There's a lot of individual sails, and they look very authentic. I gotta say too. Almost like this is a form of a replica or something like that. That looks neat. Love what the author did here. I'm just kind of examining these kind of close up to see how the block work's actually working out here. But awesome work on the mass and the sails. The texture choices are really awesome on here as well. And yeah, I know why I so want some kind of part that would do this and kind of look like rope. But the author used what they could use and did it for basically the only way to try to create like a rope in the game. Um, and honestly, it looks really, really good too, especially at a little bit of a distance. You don't see the actual shape, and then it kind of does look a lot more like a rope structure. Um, look at the pirate flags up on the top over here. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. Wow. Yeah, this is neat. This is really cool. Just the level of detail and all the complex parts and shapes going on to make up all three masses with the sails on them, and the sails are all kind of different as well. Um, I haven't even looked at the bottom side of the ship much. Oh, I love this white stripe in here, and the kind of like the more gold-like coloring here. Got to have that front part of the ship there. And we've got that front like sail mast going this way as well. There's a lot to look at here. Wow, this is neat. Oh, these railings. Love the texturing here on the side as well. Looks like we got a kind of a glassed off room in the back part of the ship, which is very common. Oh, we even got a little deployable small boat here. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Super high levels of detail on this. Oh, we even got a rudder. Very nice. Very nice. It really looks like it would, you could put this in the water and it looks like it would be sailing around just fine. That's cool. That's cool. Let's get a good look at the this deck up here too. Wow, look at all that. So we've got some actual Gatling turrets in here, but and we even got some front Gatling guns as well. Got this little like air ventilator here that goes below deck. It's like parts to adjust the sails. Well, actually, this is probably like where you might pilot the ship at. Oh, we got this. This has got to be like a bell or something right there. Well, that's interesting. Really cool block choices there too. Gives it a lot of detail considering there's not many blocks in the area really. And then of course we got all our Gatling cannons going off to the side there, and they actually from the inside they actually do look a lot like the backside of a cannon as well. And looks like we got a switch over here. Probably open up these doors going to a lower deck. Yeah, this is neat. This is neat. What's going on back here? Wow. Okay, so we've got our captain's quarters. Actually, this is where you would pilot the creation at here. So your actual pilot seat inside the captain's room. Love this table right over here with the wood grain around it and stuff like that. That looks really cool. And we got some utility function in here as well. Our trauma station and armor locker, O2. It looks like some cargo boxes, storage controller. Cool looking like seat built into the wall over here. Or that's my interpretation of that. Here, I tell you what, I'm gonna get out of God mode again. We'll just walk around this part in first person here. Oh, we got a lower deck too. Let's go down to the oh oh here. Let me crouch here a second. There we go. Oh, yeah, I think you got to stay crouched down here. So yeah, it looks like we've got another storage controller right there. Some more cargo boxes, like these wood framing pieces that kind of go through this room here. And this is yeah, that's cool too. The pipe there, even that. I mean, that's detailed around the edges there too. Very cool. Open up this door a second. Oh, yeah, I got some other storage controllers in the area. Got the switch over here. I'll have to figure out. Oh, maybe that's probably the inverse of open up those doors there. I'll hit it in just a second. Bunch of boxes and things off to this side. Looks like some more controllers. And we got some fuel tanks kind of embedded up in there as well. Very nice. Here, let me hit this switch. Yeah, that opens up this, so we can just kind of walk right out to the top side over here now. Yeah, really cool, authentic looking sailing pirate ship. Uh, Obviously with the pirate flags, that's why I'm calling it a pirate ship, which is yeah, really cool. Just amazing amounts of detail throughout the creation here. Oh, I like this boarding ramp over here on the side as well, kind of coming up through this area here. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Again, super detailed. The sails and the masses and the entire creation just looks amazing. Um, and it happens to be an HV, which is kind of an interesting setup here too. So when you attack things in game with this, you know, you'd probably attack things from the side a little bit. You got a lot of broadside capabilities going on here. Very nice. Well, let's take a look at some numbers here. So we are unlocked level 12, size class 7, 6 forward, 6 strafing, and 3 reverse. Obviously, there's no up and down with HV. 7 fuel tanks, 8 oxygen tanks. We've got 24 Gatling cannons, 10 minigun turrets, 3-hour and 39-minute build time. Pretty inexpensive, actually, um, for size class 7. Just a lot of detail going on. Really, I mean, it really truly looks like it could be like a really cool Lego set or something. It just looks very very nice. Just super detailed going out on throughout this. Let's take a look at your storage here. So we got an ammo controller, 125. Got a lot of controllers. I didn't see any container extensions on any of the controllers, so I think they're all 125s. And then we got a lot of boxes in here as well. And of course, a fridge. Let's see on the P menu options. Looks like this very well could be for vanilla, and the way things are different between vanilla and Reforged Eden, the CPU is probably off. I'm not sure though. It's a pretty big number. So to get it game compliant, if you're using CPU in the game, you'd probably want to add some kind of basic, maybe a couple improved cores, whatever it takes to balance it out. Probably won't need a lot though. It's not very high CPU usage. Even in Reforged Eden, a Core 9 would be 60,000. So you might need basic, a couple improved, and maybe one or two advanced in there as well. I think to balance that CPU out. But yeah, very very cool sailing ship. I just had a look at this when I seen it up on the workshop, and I was like, "Oh, that looks nice." And it is just stellar looking with the sails and the masses and everything that's going on there. So again, this is the uh, hover frigate by 11265 KRB. Very cool. All right, so the next creation here, this is the Pulsar Reforged Enid by Entei. And cool looking SV fighter, it looks like. Definitely like this. Yeah, I like the shaping here. It's using a prefab cockpit. Really cool how it was mounted in there, and all the blockwork works really well around the cockpit. Got a couple reverse thrusters kind of right off to the side there. Some strafing there. Oh, a double landing gear set up on the front. Um, Yeah, cool looking setup over here. Oh, I like this deco part. Looks really cool the way it's on there. Kind of like some other thing could pick this up and lift it up into a ship or something like that. Cool looking wing design. Looks like we're running some. Want to make laser cannons right there. Got a minigun turret just below there. Looks like we also have a bomb launcher. And yeah, it looks like he did this right. I kind of screwed up my bomb launcher on my recent creation myself, where I had some blocks that hung down over the front of it. I had to patch the ship to correct that. But yeah, Entei did it right here. Left a clear line of sight. When I was building my ship, I don't know. I should have known better, but I was thinking for some reason the bombs dropped. So I was thinking all it needed is a clear line of sight below it, and that's not the case. They actually kind of fire forward. So although it looks like there's a lot of stuff in front of it, it's not. It's got a clear line of sight in front of that bomb launcher there. Cool looking setup here. I like how all the block work's done around here, and then some deco parts in the mix, and this kind of like cutout. And you can obviously see a strafing thruster down in there as well. Oh, there's yeah, we got some radar on the back here too. Probably long range radar, sure, because it's Reforged Eden. Yeah, and some texture lights in the mix as well. Just a lot of detail going on everywhere too. Our down thrust, that's pretty interesting as well. We got like 6 different down thrusters in the back area. Great looking wings too. Just the way that's kind of swept forward there. Yeah, really cool top profile going on here as well. Yeah, pretty thin design, really. I don't think there's interior on this one with the prefab cockpit and the big thrusters and everything like that. I bet you it's mostly parts on the inside here. Let's get a good look at the bottom here. More deco stuff, and even on the bottom side, it's got some really cool like block wing designs and things like that going on here. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Just a great looking shape. It really looks like a ship you would see in some kind of space fighter kind of game or whatnot. Yeah, very appropriate for Imperium here. Let's take a look at some numbers here. So what do we got going on here? So we are unlock level 25. Um, I didn't know you could bring an SV up to 25. I thought they maxed out. Maybe it's a Oh, that's a torpedo launcher, not a bomb launcher. Torpedo. I bet you that's why. Most of the time, SVs usually go to unlock level 20, but because of the weapon on here, I think it's going to 25. So we're 49 forward, 31 strafing, 41 lift, 48 reverse, 25 down, 6 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks, 4 hour and 7 minute build time. It is saying it's running a couple RCS in here. That may be true, or it might be one of the thrusters used. A little bit of estrium and zecosium, not very much so. CPU wise, looks like it's right up there, Core 9, using like every last bit of it, the author could muster in there, which is, yeah, exactly what you should do. I mean, if you got the CPU, you try to use it, I suppose. Maybe add a feature or more guns or more thrusters or something to balance that out. But yeah, very nice. So right up there, Core 9 setup. Doesn't need any quantum or auxiliary cores. Looking at the main specs here, it looks like we're running 4625 on shield, which is cool. So that's definitely got whatever your SV heavy shield plus multiple shield parts in the build to raise that up. Take a look at the storage here. So we got a pretty big ammo controller on here. 19,000, a little over 19,000 there. But that's pretty much it. It's definitely designed to be a fighter and not some kind of utility craft for a bunch of storage and things like that. So yeah, but that's a very big ammo controller for a SV. You could hold a lot of ammo in there. Not sure how much the torpedoes weigh, but it's probably a good thing having that much ammo on here actually. With all the laser guns to bring down the shields, torpedo launcher to do some big time hull damage, and plus you got a couple minigun turrets on there on the bottom side as well to kind of aid in the whole process. Maybe shoot some ground guys and other miscellaneous things around the area. Yeah, very cool creation here. So again, this is the Pulsar Reforged Eden by Entei. Very nice. All right, so the next creation on the list here is a big one. Now this one is a work in progress, so it is not complete yet. But this is the USS Enterprise 1701-G by the Crimson. I'll just say FR. So this is this is a massive. Wow, this looks really cool. So big Star Trek ship here, and look at that. Oh yeah, rotated large LCDs making up the name here and the Enterprise over there. You can kind of see that curve angle in the mix here. But yeah, look at this son of a gun. This looks great. This looks great. I dare say this is a replica, but I'm not 100% sure. I think that name 1701, I think was an official Star Trek ship. Pretty sure it was. I'm not sure about the G model on the backside of that, but very well could be. So just taking a look at its overall shape and dimensions here from the top down, that looks great. I love the what was done with the saucer section here, how it's got some angled lines in here. Obviously, it's really difficult to try to pull some of this off, so it looks like the author kind of painted in um, like you can see the angle kind of painted in there, and then you've got the thin block layer above here to give it that ring look. And a lot of this looks like it would be no, those are actually not texture lights. It's just certain texture painted kind of a bright red shade there. And yeah, look at the center control or bridge area over here. That looks really cool too. It actually, um, scale wise, this looks a lot more. It looks pretty close to scale, I would say. I'm not 100% sure on that, but this is a big ship. Even here, looks like we're running a couple floors just up on top over here. And yeah, I like all the detail work on the surface over here. All these little I don't know, just stuff. You got to have the stuff. Break up when you're dealing with a ship like this. You got some really massive flat areas on here, and you got to find ways to put in detail. But the Star Trek ships, I mean, in reality, they are very smooth on their surface. They don't have a lot of cut-ins and break-ins and things that you might see in other sci-fi ships. Uh, Let's take a look at the back of the bridge here. That looks really cool. I like this neck as well and how this area is set up here. It's kind of got a couple like open slots there. And you can see obviously some big texture lights back over there. For the and then some more on the side over here. Yeah, wow, this is big. This is a big creation. I'm curious on the size class on it right now. I like this setup over here too. Oh, look at this very brightly texture. Yeah, that looks cool. It actually fits really good. A little bit of a distance that just got that big light going on there. I think that's where the phasers would shoot from. We got our deflector section right over here. Yeah, I like this. I like this thin block work going on here too, making these patterns with the different differences in coloring as well, or the shade, like the darker gray and the lighter gray there. And look at all the windows and stuff on the neck. All the windows on this one are kind of real, and that's a difference. It actually has the scale to justify using like real windows in there. Oh yeah, even on yeah on all this part as well. And yeah, look at all the shaping going on in this section here as well. Kind of angles all up there. And then, oh yeah, we do have a hangar back over here. Oh, I like the Enterprise LCD on the back side there too, kind of lit up. A bunch of actual lights there. And again, really cool looking formation kind of on the hull there. Give it some depth and detail. And then we're off to the nacelles. These are always interesting to do. Oh, I like what the author did here. Oh, oh, no way. The author found a really good block solution here for doing a this angle here. That's cool. It's a couple blocks thick, but I mean, for, the scale of the ship, these actually look very thin. But this angle here, you got to kind of use. Well, you can kind of see the blocks that are being used here, kind of your like roof angle, like the corner of a roof, but you got one on one side and the kind of the inverted one on the other side. But that makes a an angle that smoothly goes up this direction and tilts in at the same time. I like the color difference going kind of going up the middle of that as well. Yeah, very cool nacelle pylons. We'll try to use the proper name for once. Looks like yeah, the front of the nacelle is more of a reddish orange nacelle color on this one. On the insides here, I like these divider lines here. Kind of makes a neat looking formation. Like this is all your guts of your nacelle in there, and you can kind of see through it. Or see through the sides in these panels or whatever you'd call that. That looks really nice. So, and then out the back. Wow. Yeah, look at this. That looks really cool from this side here too. I like the way this whole formation is working out there. And again, the saucer looks stellar too. Yeah, very nice looking ship here. Now I know this is a work in progress, so I'm gonna go in the areas that I could see first here, and I'm not sure what is exactly done on the interior of the ship or not, but I guess for this, let me just start up here. I'll fly through here a second and just adjust the lighting. So it kind of looks like this would be the main bridge. Oh yeah. Oh, and it actually has a first-person view too, which is really cool. So yeah, you're on screen. So your captain seat over here, bunch of passenger seats or your crew member seats in the area. Oh, I like this console setup over here. That looks really cool. The big old LCDs kind of angled on the wall there. Both sides. Actually, different setup too on LCDs. Yeah, very cool. Oh, it's got emissions. Yeah, very nice looking bridge. This is cool too. Oh, it's got a skylight up there, and then this piece there as well. Very nice. I know on the workshop description too, the author said this was the most complex creation they ever tried to do, and I believe it. This is a very complex creation with the shaping and the hull, and then trying to get the interior rolling on it and everything like that. Yeah, this is a monumental project for sure. All right, so here I'm gonna go out and take this side door off from the bridge here, and it kind of looks like we're just to a oh no, this actually passes through to this area here. Now I think a lot of parts of this ship are not going to be finished on the inside right now, as what the description also said. So it's just kind of trying to take a look at what does look finished off right now. And yeah, these areas look really cool. That's an interesting way to do a table. I haven't seen it done this way before, but that looks cool as well. Interesting seeing people. I could say that us builders would really want some nice like tables and stuff, especially for CVs. Like SVs, the block size is smaller, where you can kind of do things with blocks and make believable, properly sized tables. But with CVs, there's just not really much you can do. With them. But it's really cool seeing creativity of all the different ways to portray a table using other parts. But it would be a neat addition to the game to actually have some legit like CV table deco pieces and stuff like that. Seem to be a lot of use for that kind of thing in the game. All right, so I think let me just go out to this way a second. Oh, this is different. Oh, it's different on the other side too. So we got asymmetrical stuff already, which is really cool. So over here, yeah, like a nice, I don't know, chill out room right next to the bridge. I don't know if this is crew quarters or not. It certainly looks like it. Well, yeah, just kind of a utility, like a place to eat and chill and whatnot. Bathrooms. I'm not seeing any bedding in here, and that's why it was wasn't really called a crew quarters. All right, so I think the only way seen to move forward, and I have a feeling we're going to get into parts, a lot of the ship that's not done. Let's just kind of fly through here. Oh yeah, yeah, you can kind of see definitely a work in progress on the inside. And this is a massive amount of area. As a builder too, I'd be scared to death to build out interior space for all of what this ship has to offer. This is a big ship. You could get a lot in here, a lot of stuff. But that is cool. I like the areas that have been done up so far in there. And I think there's another floor that's done up here too. So let's get back in the elevator. And where was that? Here? Yeah. So oh, that's a cool looking hallway as well. Interesting on the flooring. It's got kind of a black floor with these lines going across there. But you know, every Star Trek ship is kind of done up differently. The interiors are not consistent. They could have different colors, different looks. different materials. They just kind of fluctuate from one ship to the other. So it looks like this part was just kind of started in here. So it got looks like the author was kind of working on some centralized hallways and things like that, and trying to figure out, all the rest of the rooms that are going to go around the area. But definitely a work in progress right now. And again, this is a gigantic project to work on. So many places and things to do, and that's just up in the saucer. And obviously multiple decks on the saucer here, uh, and big decks too. I mean, and then that's not even talking about the rest of the center area of the ship. Oh, looks like, oh, wait, we do have more finished off areas. So I didn't even notice this from the side. So we have some, got it way up in the neck yet too. I wouldn't say it's necessarily finished off. No, definitely not finished off in the area, but looks like it's started. Looks like it's started. So again, the author's just kind of coming up with a layout and general stuff in here, but definitely a work in progress. I'm just gonna fly around on the backside over here just to see the available space in the central body area. We might still be in the neck though, I bet. Yeah, kind of. Not, no, not really. This is actually getting down into the other area where you can see through all the windows and whatnot. And yeah, looks like we got multiple decks being plotted out here. And then this, oh my gosh, all this section down over here too. Wow. Looks like this area was kind of started up as well, doing some engineering, really cool tech stuff with some fuel tanks and whatnot. And we got thrusters installed in various places too. Yeah, very cool. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of like a mixture. Some areas look like they are definitely underway, and other areas are kind of just in the process, and other areas need to be looked at yet. But yeah, that's cool. This is looking really cool coming into this hangar too. I love the block work up here. That's really unusual. Kind of looks like framework in the mix here. And yeah, this looks like it's going to be really cool. Some even multiple floors up around this hangar section in the back, which is a lot bigger than you think it is. You look at it from the outside and it's like, oh, that's a pretty small little hangar area, and it's not. It's just this thing is so big, it looks small in comparison. But I like the way the doors open up here. It actually gives you kind of a nice angled looking setup there, and quite a bit of room to park in some probably SVs and things like that. Very cool. Definitely look forward to seeing this thing progress along more. Quite a ship here. So looking at the specs and stats probably would be a little bit irrelevant at this point in time, because it's a work in progress. It's not going to be there yet. A ship like this is going to use insane amounts of CPU if you want it to move. And I don't think there's too many ways around that. Um, and it looks like our base hull material is also hardened steel. Oh, combat steel. So that is heavy stuff to move as well. So it would need a lot of thrust power in the mix there for sure. Here, get the HUD right. So yeah, very cool. Again, work in progress creation here. Um, USS Enterprise 1701-G by the Crimson. I'll just say FR. So very cool. Yeah, definitely look forward to seeing hopefully some updates along the way, or eventually getting finished. But I understand, man. This is beyond just coming up with a cool shape and stuff. It is a endurance battle to do creations on this scale, with so much interior space and so many places on it. Uh, Hats off to you. That's an ambitious project for sure. All right, so the next creation here. Let's see. We're going to look at a module here. So this is a Helios style module. This is the Helios FFP module RE by uh, I'm gonna have a hard time saying this name, but it's XENOSCH, or Xenos. I don't know. Yeah, you guys can mock me on that one. I'm sure I butchered my pronunciation of that so badly. It's ridiculous. But yeah, this looks really cool. So this is a standard size Helios module. But part oh this is some crazy stuff going on here. There's these new smoke and fire emitters in the game. I have yet to play with them. Another author told me that they were in existence, but yeah, that looks really cool. I don't know if these are a vanilla feature or a Reforged Eden feature, but you can add these emitters to do various types of things like fire and smoke, and I believe there's a few other ones as well. That that's a really cool touch here. It looks like we've got like I don't know, like this is like some kind of like blowtorch, and it's kind of lit and ready to function at the time on the backside there. Well, anyway, I got so into the emitters that let's take a look at this module. This is a really unique looking module. It's kind of like all framework, or kind of looks that way. Like the whole design is it's obviously doesn't really have an interior. It's kind of like a, I don't know, big old factory kind of thing going on in here. That looks really neat though. Just kind of the way it's all opened up on the inside. It's got this framework and truss work. Obviously, a lot of solar panels are put into this as well. You can see them going along like the whole floor and the walls of this. And it looks like the for storage and whatnot, we got a lot of information here too on what you can add to it. And basically, I think this is meant to park it once and then you kind of leave it there. Highly recommend removing the cockpit seat when fully docked for the additional 20 watts of power. Oh yeah, that's right. These seats, for some reason, charge a lot of power in the creation here. Oh, that's wild. Look at the internal cranes in here with the cores actually being hung up on like this crane setup, and on the other side we got our Wi-Fi block. And we have a constructor, couple actually yeah, four advanced constructors in here. Very unusual setup for that as well. Just yeah, just like everything is just a whole different way to think about a module. Then, of course, we've got our storage areas in here too, which are kind of like these big banks that are attached to constructors. So it's, yeah, really cool setup with that as well. So how much, I think they're all going to be the same size. So it's like 640s here. So it looks like we got four 640K storage bays, and each one has its own constructor in the mix. Such a, oh yeah, we've got some more emitters over here doing like some mist over here. Oh, that's cool. Nice visual effects there. Like yeah, very cool stuff there, and a lot of solar action going on in here too. So quite a barrage of solar panels here. Just such a different way to go about a module. Again, it looks like it would dock up just fine. And the module bay doors kind of open up to this whole area here. I think you'd probably just walk in on this area, but it looks like there's like a whole lower level down in here too, above the solar panels with the fuel and yeah, just yeah, a lot of fuel and things like that. Yeah, really cool, interesting module. I imagine it looks pretty good docked up on a ship too. I thought about bringing in some kind of module carrier to dock it to, but I was like, I didn't want to tax my poor computer. It's kind of slowly perishing on me too much. Even now, I've got the resolution turned down a little bit in Empyrion. I got some of the fancy features turned off right now, as my video card was literally overheating. Um, yeah, very cool module here. Let's take a look at some specs on this. So unlock level 15, size class 2, 10 forward, 10 strafing, 10 lift, 10 reverse, and 10 down. No weapons, obviously it's a module. It's just meant to park in place and kind of leave it there. Pretty inexpensive. Doesn't require any rare stuff. Just kind of what you would expect for a size class 2 CV, well, about almost 2.5 module. CPU wise, it's set up for it's got one single basic CPU core in there, but it's got quite a bit of leftover CPU as well. So you could certainly add some more parts, constructors, deconstructors, things in the mix here. But yeah, very cool there. Storage wise, I think I already know what it is, but and I think yeah, we had four 640K storage controllers and nicely color coded over there. Yeah, very cool. So again, this is the Helios FFP module by Xenoshits. I try. It's Xeno and then SCH Xenoshits. Sorry. Total butchering of the name. Don't mean it. Cool sounding name though. I'm sure it would sound better if I said it correctly. But very cool creation there. All right, so the last creation today, this one is more of a POI type of thing, and this is the TSO Falcon Trading Station by Solustacor. Um, so yeah, just more content for the game itself, I would say. I believe this is a POI, but we'll double check that. Um, yeah, this looks really cool. This vertical like space station, city like space station. Oh, I definitely like that. It reminds me of game I've really been wanting to play or a newer game like it. Sins of a Solar Empire had a lot of space stations and of like a vertical type design in it like this, and yeah, I think this definitely looks like it could be something like that. I love it. I love it. I love the way this whole thing is coming together. Lots of detail all over the place on it. Um, got some symmetry and some non-symmetry on it at the same time, which is also very cool. This is interesting. It looks like something that would kind of like grab a ship or like a repair bay or something like that over on this side. It looks like that acts or goes to the interior as well. Now, because this is a POI too, it's probably I don't know if this is a friendly or a hostile POI. I don't know yet. I'll try to get on side, but I don't want to spoil it as well. I noticed even on the author itself had a lot of stuff where you could look at it, but you had to like kind of unhide it. Otherwise, it would probably give away some spoilers and things like that. And I don't want to give away spoilers on how this is set up. Hopefully, we see it in uh, especially Reforged Eden, maybe even the main game. I'm not sure, or come across it in our gameplay at some point in time. Love this design though. Just looking at the intricacies of what's going on here, even with this tower section here. So this whole part here is completely asymmetrical, um, and it's just neat how it you got like big building shapes kind of meshed together to make a cooler building shape. Like you've got like this big shape here, and then you got a different shape below it, different shape here, different shape like on the top, on the back, you name it. And then even like this cut in of this round shape over here, and then an angled shape. Um, and you're putting all that together into one thing, which gives it just kind of looks like a city skyline and a kind of a small scale there, but really cool. I love the way that was done. And then there's some things in symmetry as well, so it's not completely asymmetrical. Like you got some symmetry with this big industrial looking framework on both sides of this whole shape, multiple shapes on the top. And it kind of carries that same thing going to the bottom portion of this as well. It does look like this part here might, maybe, I don't know. Is that symmetrical from the top and bottom? Yeah, I think it kind of is. I think this is twisted upside down, kind of. But that looks great the way it's set up, though. Yeah, very cool creation. Let me do one other thing. I'm gonna go pretty dark. I want to see those texture lights. Yeah, so definitely, especially in space. Space is normally pretty dark in the game. Can be really dark depending on where you are, but yeah, that you definitely see this one out there. A lot of texture lights. I think a lot of these are meant to be like windows, like you're looking on the interior as well. Like these are different pieces of glass, all with a little bit different light going on. Some more white lights, yellow lights, shaded in one half of the room or whatnot. So that I believe is the what's going on there. It kind of looks like individual floors throughout the section there. Let me here, I'll get the lights back on a little bit here. I'm gonna try. I know there was a entry bay over here. Again, I don't really want to give away spoilers and things, but I did kind of want to take at least a gander at the interior here. It's just the lighting a bit darker again here. Let's try there. So, oh wow, look at yeah. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, a lot of texture lights going on the inside as well. Oh yeah, we can see. Yeah, it kind of is looking like a more of a retail market kind of POI, at least in this area of it, and not so much like a hostile. The Xerox are gonna come out of the woodwork and shoot you up kind of thing. That's where the Xerox lives, by the way, is in the woodwork. They come out of nowhere. You just walk down a hallway, there is nobody there, and all of a sudden there's like three dudes there. It's amazing how they do that. I'm just kind of kidding there. It has to do with the spotters. I know this, but it's just interesting. Yeah. Anyway, this looks like it's gonna be a really cool place to check out and explore. Maybe do some trading, things like that. At least in the area here, a lot of like different rooms off to the side of the central area, and I'm sure obviously I'm just in one small part of this. There's I'm sure a lot more going on in here. Again, a quick fly through here. Oh, yeah, this looks really wild too. Love the piping kind of coming down, going through the center section, all busy industrial engineering kind of thing going on in there. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Again, I don't want to tour the whole thing and spoil everything here, but that looks really cool. Really cool vertical style space station. POI. I mean, we could take a look at some specs on it too, but it's not your normal kind of creation that you're going to be concerned about how much storage or how much CPU it's using. In fact, it's hardly using any CPU. I mean, literally hardly any. 16,000 CPU. So yeah, it's definitely not full of CPU using parts and things like that. Has a couple guns in here. Um, yeah, there might be a section of this too that will shoot you up. I don't know for sure. I guess it's a mystery. You have to find it in the game and check it out. But it also looks like it definitely has a retail market area as well. So may maybe it's not hostile at all. But very nice work again. And I think Core also made another type of recent POI too. I'll have to take a look at that one sometime as well. But yeah, really cool stuff here. Again, and I think that does it for this video or this week. Just wow, lots of really nice, cool creations. Got some a new module, some SVs, one of the most unusual HVs I've ever seen. Yeah, awesome. And we got a nice new starter CV and expanding Star Wars collection. Um, yeah, really cool stuff. And of course, you can't leave out the massive Enterprise over here, um, which is again a monumental task taking on a ship so big. It looks really well done though with the block work and even using like the regular Empyrion blocks to make a round angle like that. That I mean that's pretty good. I mean for Imperium blocks. I mean, can't really do it any better than that. The only thing reforging and only is the use of structural frame blocks to give you a little bit more angling, but in this case, I don't think it would help all that much. It's too big of a saucer to even have those blocks make it um, much more round at all. So um, yeah, again, awesome work, everybody. And you all have yourself a great day. I will talk to you later.